Class 12th, Subject Physics, 4th chapter, Thermodynamics. From this chapter, let us see Carnot refrigerator. As each step in Carnot cycle is reversible, the entire Carnot cycle will be considered as the reversible. If we operate the Carnot engine in the reverse direction, we will get Carnot refrigerator. The coefficient of performance of Carnot refrigerator is given as K equal to magnitude of QC upon magnitude of QH minus magnitude of QC. So that will be written as, dividing each of these three terms by QH, we will get magnitude of QC upon magnitude of QH divided by 1 minus magnitude of QC upon magnitude of QH. For this term, it will be magnitude of QH upon magnitude of QH, and therefore it will be equal to 1. So instead of the heat energies, if you consider the respective temperatures, that is TH and TC, then this coefficient of performance of the refrigerator will be given as K equal to TC upon TH minus TC. So this is the expression for the coefficient of performance for the Carnot refrigerator. From this, when the temperature difference is very small, that is TH minus TC is very small, then the coefficient of performance is very large, because when this temperature difference is very small, the denominator will be very small and the ratio will increase, and therefore the value of K, that is coefficient of performance for that refrigerator, will be very large. In this case, a large quantity of heat can be removed from the lower temperature to the higher temperature by doing very small amount of work. And now let us see the next point, that is the second law of thermodynamics and Carnot cycle. The second law of thermodynamics and Carnot cycle. Now, the Carnot engine is the most efficient heat engine. All Carnot engines operating between the same two temperatures have same efficiency irrespective of the nature of the working substance used. And therefore, the two very important statements we can state, and these are: first one, that is Carnot engine is the most efficient heat engine. Carnot's engine is the most efficient heat engine. And second statement will be, the efficiency of Carnot engine is independent of its working substance. Efficiency of a Carnot engine is independent of its working substance. Hence, we can conclude that a Carnot refrigerator has a greater coefficient of performance among all the refrigerators working between the same two temperatures. The conclusion will be, a Carnot refrigerator has a greater coefficient of performance among all the refrigerators working between the same two temperatures. And now let us go for next point, that is Stirling cycle. Now, what is that Stirling cycle? Let us see. Stirling cycle is a closed thermodynamic cycle. Stirling engine is based on this cycle. Working substance used in this cycle is air, helium, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. All the processes in this cycle are reversible processes. When the gas is heated, the Stirling engine produces useful work. When work is done on the gas, it works as the refrigerator, and this is reverse working of the Stirling cycle. The reverse Stirling cycle is used in the field of cryogenics. to produce extremely low temperatures or to liquefy air or the gases which are mentioned above. Then if you consider the PV diagram for this Stirling cycle, it is as shown. It goes from A to B, then B to C, then C to D and D to A, so that one complete cycle will get completed. So if you consider this Stirling cycle, it will contain two isothermal processes, that is for part AB and CD. Similarly, two isochoric processes for two parts, that is BC and DA. So if you consider these four processes, out of these four processes, two are isothermal and the remaining two are isochoric processes. So from figure it is shown as, for this part AB there is isothermal expansion because there is increase in the volume of the gas keeping temperature constant, and therefore it is isothermal expansion. For the second part BC, it is isochoric rejection of the heat energy. So some part of energy Q will be rejected during this path. Similarly, when the change takes place from C to D, at that time it will be isothermal compression because there will be decrease in the volume of the gas. And for the fourth part from D to A, there will be absorption of some part of energy Q, so that it is isochoric absorption. So like this, there will be two paths which will be having isothermal processes and the remaining two will be having isochoric processes, and therefore these four processes are like this: isothermal process for part AB. So for this part AB, there will be expansion of the gas. For second isochoric process, that is part BC, for which there will be rejection of release of some heat energy to the refrigerator. Then for third, that is isothermal process, for part CD, there will be isothermal compression. And for the last, that is isochoric process taking place from D to A, that will be, there will be absorption of some heat energy Q by the gas. So let us see now these four processes in detail which are taking place in this cycle. And therefore here in this case the temperature TH will be at the absorption and temperature TC will be at the rejection. These two temperatures TH and TC will be constant for these two different processes. And therefore let us see first one, that is isothermal expansion, that is for part AB. The gas is heated by supplying heat QH at constant temperature TH. So in this case, for this path AB, the QH amount of heat energy will be supplied to the gas, and then its temperature will be constant and is equal to TH. In this part, that is AB of the cycle, useful work is done by the gas because there is expansion, that is isothermal expansion of the gas. Now let us consider the second part, that is BC, which represents the isochoric rejection of the heat energy Q, and therefore this part of the cycle will reflect some amount of heat energy from QH which is already absorbed by the previous part AB. As that previous part AB supplies energy QH, therefore some amount of that heat energy QH will be now released during this part BC, and the heat Q is used in the next part of this cycle. Then the gas will become cool and its temperature will become equal to Tc. Now let us consider the third path, that is from C to D. For this part of the cycle there is isothermal compression, and therefore if you consider this part CD, the heat generated in this part, that is QC, is now rejected to the sink, that is it will be given to the refrigerator, and the temperature of the gas is maintained at Tc during this isothermal compression process. And then we will proceed for the last part, that is from D to A, which represents the isochoric absorption of the heat energy. So for this path, the compressed gas will absorb heat energy Q during this process, so that its temperature will be increased to again TH. And then when point A is reached from D, then the cycle will get completed, and now this cycle repeats when the process reaches to point A. That is, once one cycle is completed, again the next cycles will get repeated from point A.